What's going on YouTube? This is Sports Gaming 1 and welcome to a brand new series where we are going to determine the greatest college football program in the history of NCAA football, the video game. And this is going to kick off here. I'm going to kind of explain what exactly this is. We're going to kick things off here with an SEC tournament on NCAA Football 09, and this was the season where Alabama and Florida met for the first time. Nick Saban's first SEC championship there at Alabama, first championship game, and then, Urban Meyer in Florida with Tebow. This was the first of their two SEC championship matchups, and this is really kind of when the SEC dominance started. I guess you could maybe say it was there a couple of years before. Florida had won the national championship, LSU had won the national championship. But once Saban got to the SEC and you had Urban Meyer there as well, these were really some of the best years for the SEC. And when this was a point in time kind of where it started things off where you just knew that the SEC was the best conference in college football. So I decided to do this for my first series. No particular reason, just thought, just to see what would happen. There are a lot of stories here. Georgia was preseason #1. So we're going to see if they can get some redemption. They had Matthew Stafford, Knowshon Marino, a lot of talent on this Georgia team. And yes, you see Missouri is there at #3 in the East, and you see Texas A&M #4 in the West. Those teams were not in the SEC at this time, but we're going to use the teams where they are right now. The conferences that they are in right now is where they will play in these tournaments as we go through, and we're going to go back to NCAA Football 2003. So this is going to go all the way back to the 2002 season. Again, I'll explain exactly what this is in just a second, but back to this tournament. So they weren't in the SEC these seasons, so what I did was I basically kind of plugged them in where they would be based off of their top 25 ranking or their record or whatever you have, So whatever I could use to kind of plug them in there, that's the way we're going to do this, because what we're going to do is we're going to have a point system. We're going to have a conference championship for each season. We're going to have an SEC tournament. We're going to have a Big Ten tournament, an ACC tournament, a Big 12 tournament, a Pac-12 tournament for each game. NCAA Football 2003 all the way to NCAA Football 2014, and we'll actually continue this on with the new roster. So the way this works is, again, we're going to do each conference, and if you get to the semifinals of your conference tournament, you're going to get a point in the point system. If you get to the championship game, you're going to get 2 points. If you win your conference, you're going to get 4 points. And there will be a point system based off of each season and each conference. And then we'll take our conference winners and have like a little playoff to determine the national championship for that season. So it'll make sense as we get into this a little further, I think. But we're going to start here in the SEC East. We'll have Vanderbilt versus South Carolina, Missouri versus Tennessee, and Georgia versus Kentucky. Again, all here on this video to kick things off, and then we'll do the SEC West, and then we'll continue on and we'll do this whole tournament. Then we're going to switch over to another conference. I'm going to do the Big Ten next. But what game am I going to do? That's up to you guys. Which season do you want to see out of the Big Ten? Again, it can go anywhere from 2002, the 2002 season, all the way to the current day season. Any season you want to see, I will do the Big Ten. So you guys can let me know down in the comments which Big Ten tournament you would like to see. And again, we're going to do all of these games first, and we'll move on to another tournament. And this is going to be a very long series as we go through the history of college football, because a lot of you want to see tournaments and a lot of you want to see some of the old college football games. So that's what this is going to be. I'm going to give you both here in this series, and it's something, again, that it may take years to do this series, but hopefully it'll be entertaining, and we'll be keeping up with the points on the website. I'll have information on that as we get a little bit further into this series. So again, we go to the East here. Vanderbilt, South Carolina, both teams were decent that year. Missouri's an interesting team to watch. Jeremy Maclin at receiver, we all know how good he was. They had Chase Daniel at quarterback. So this is going to be a really talented Missouri team. We'll see how they stack up in the SEC. Can they get by Tennessee in that first game? And then again, it's kind of a redemption story for Georgia. Matthew Stafford, Knowshon Marino, Muhammad Massaquoi. This team was loaded on offense and defense. On the game, they were a 99 overall, both offensively and defensively. They were #1 in the preseason, so can they get some redemption, maybe take down Tebow and the Florida Gators in the East, and then eventually maybe even take down Alabama? But first, they're going to have to get through Kentucky. And again, we're going to show you the first round matchups here in the East on this video. So let's kick it off with South Carolina and Vanderbilt. You see these two teams overall. South Carolina at 89 overall. They were actually preseason number 21. Vanderbilt rated a 72 overall. So South Carolina does have an advantage here on the game. And this is the preseason roster, so there's going to be some things that are different. For example, Randall Cobb was Kentucky's leading receiver. As you see, McKinney, oh man, he is off to the races. The opening play of the tournament is taken all the way back for a touchdown. South Carolina making a statement here early in the game, but Vanderbilt trying to come back. They're going to look to go play action, find his man, touchdown, Vanderbilt, and the Commodores would tie things up. But yeah, like I was saying, Randall Cobb was actually the leading receiver for Vanderbilt. He's a cornerback on the game, so we won't be seeing him. Next kickoff, they're trying for another big kickoff, and it's fumbled. He fumbles the kickoff. Here comes Vanderbilt, and he's going to score. A special teams, a defensive touchdown for the Commodores. And here comes Smelly, and the South Carolina offense finds Jared Cook. I think we all remember Jared Cook. He takes it in for the touchdown, and all of a sudden, it's tied up at 14. Back and forth we go. Vanderbilt looking to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown, and the Commodores would take the lead. Still in the second quarter, South Carolina looking to throw it, and it's intercepted, and here comes Vanderbilt. And he's going to, oh, he makes a move. He's inside the 10, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. Vanderbilt now. Nixon looking to run. He's going to scramble, and he's going to score. Vanderbilt looking to sort of pull off an upset. They're actually the higher seed. They have home field advantage here. And there comes McKinley back for South Carolina. 28-21, we go to the third quarter. Vanderbilt would add a field goal. The kick is up and good. So Vanderbilt now up by 10. South Carolina in trouble a little bit. Under 4 minutes to go. That pass is complete to Culliver. He breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and he is going to score as the Gamecocks will pull within 3. What a game we have here to kick things off. As you see the celebration with the mascot, something you could do back on this game. And this is the computer now. The computer is playing. This is not me. As South Carolina gets a big play there. Under 2 minutes to go. Down by 3. Trying to get the comeback. Smelly looking. And he throws an interception. A horrible pass. Vanderbilt off to the races. And he would take it all the way back for the touchdown. And Vanderbilt will advance to face Florida as they pull off, somewhat of an upset here. And yeah, I played the games up until a certain point, and then I would kind of let the computer just take over and let the computer decide who wins these games. Up next would be Tennessee and Missouri. You see both teams ranked in the preseason. Missouri a top 10 team. Tennessee trying to convert there on third down early in the game. Missouri's defense played well. Tennessee goes for the fake. This was the computer doing this. I had already switched over to Missouri, and they do not get it. So Missouri, a lot of momentum here early. Chase Daniel looking to throw. He's going to go deep, and that's going to be tipped up in the air and caught. What a play. And Missouri comes up with a huge play there here on their first drive. Chase Daniel now looking, goes to the end zone, finds his man. That is a touchdown, and Missouri is on the board first. And yeah, like I was saying, I would play offense for both teams. If the game was close, around the fourth quarter or whatever, that's when I switch it over to the computer and let the computer decide who wins these games. As Tennessee misses the field goal. Missouri trying to take advantage. A rope there by Chase Daniel finds Perry for the first down and a big play. Defense would step up for Tennessee here, though, as they get to stop, hold them to a field goal, and it would be 10-0. Missouri still on top. And here comes Tennessee, the interception, and everything going Missouri's way in this one. Are they going to take this all the way back? No, he is stopped around the 42-yard line. Missouri, though, marches down the field. A little play action pass. Daniel fires. Hits his man. It's the fullback out of the backfield for the touchdown. And Missouri up 17-0. This Tennessee team had Arian Foster, and he just couldn't really get going. But here comes Taylor on the pass. He breaks through somehow, and he's going to score. And Tennessee right back in the game. here about midway through the third quarter. It would make it 17-7. So Tennessee with a little bit of life here, trying to come back. Chase Daniel now in Missouri trying to put it away. Finds Perry again. He gets the first down. 1:24 to go in the third quarter. Here comes Sanders on the run, and he is going to power his way down inside the 5. Missouri looking to put this one away, and that is incomplete. No, they're going to call it a touchdown. And take a look at the review. He clearly was out of bounds when he caught that ball. I mean, it was clear. Hit him in the head or something. He had already stepped out, but the game totally misses this call. They're going to call this a touchdown. And really, this hurts for Tennessee because this is the ball game. That's going to make it 24-7 as we head into the fourth quarter. So not really any time for Tennessee. They would try to come back here late. Just going to heave one up. It's knocked away, and Missouri wins it 30-7, a blowout win. And I'm telling you, this Missouri team looks like maybe one of the favorites here to maybe pull this thing off, maybe upset Georgia, maybe even upset Florida. And we'll see. They weren't in the SEC that season, so they didn't have a chance to compete for an SEC championship. They will here in our series, though, as they take down Tennessee 30-7. So move on to our next game. You see Georgia there, number 1 overall in the preseason. They were 99 overall. Big favorites here over Kentucky. Well, let's see what happens when these two teams get out on the field. You see Kentucky with the ball, and it's going to get intercepted. So a big play by the Georgia defense early in the game, getting an interception. And actually, on my first 2 videos, something happened on the audio, on the recording. That's why you saw music, but we did get our audio for this game. As No Shot Marino takes it all the way. What a run! And Georgia are going to be on top 7-0 early in the ball game. Now, after a defensive stop, Matthew Stafford looking to bring the Bulldogs back. He throws a terrible pass. It's intercepted. Kentucky, they're going to take this all the way back inside the 20. And he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky, as they look to pull off a huge upset here in Athens, Georgia. Back next time, Stafford finds his man. That's Massaquoi, first down, as the Bulldogs look to get back on track. Stafford again looking, going to go deep. Got his man, actually finds the tight end this time, I think. He's got the first down. And sorry if I get some of these players' names wrong. I can't really see my screen good. And he throws the interception. Kentucky comes up with the red zone turnover. Here comes Curtis Pulley in the Kentucky offense. He's going to scramble here on third down, trying to keep the play alive, and he cannot do it. He stopped a couple of yards short. Missouri with the ball. Stafford going to roll out to the right. What's he going to do? He's going to run with it. Matthew Stafford powers his way for a first down. Nice little run there. They would get the field goal, or at least a field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it's good right down the middle. So the Bulldogs take a 10-7 lead. And yes, I was still playing at this point. Kentucky comes down right at the end of the half. They answer with their own field goal. We go into halftime tied at 10. Stafford now with the ball in the third quarter. Finds his man, the big tight end. Looks like an offensive lineman. Taking it down to the 32. Georgia with trying to get off to a quick start here in the second half. About 4:10 to go. I was still controlling the offense for both teams at this point. Stafford goes to Marino. He's going to go up the middle, picks up about 6 yards as the Bulldogs try to take the lead here. It's been a struggle for Georgia in this game a little bit. Kentucky, I think, playing better than you would expect. Here comes Caleb King this time. He's got the first down. And Georgia, again, trying to get this thing into the end zone. And this is actually where I think I'm going to leave the commentary. I was still playing as Georgia. Since this game was so close, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and just let it play out and let you watch what happens.
Good there. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
The running back really sold the run well that time. That allowed for the quarterback to get the ball downfield for a decent gain.
And down he goes at the 2-yard line. Gain of 2. It's second and goal. This is the 9th play of this drive. They're crowding the line. And that carries, and he will score.
So Georgia gets it into the end zone. They would take the lead and then come up with a defensive stop. So Georgia really kind of trying to take control of this game on a third down. They're going to look to keep the chains alive here, complete the pass to Mohamed Massaquoi, and they would have to settle for a field goal. So this would make it 20-10. Georgia on top as we flip over to Kentucky and try to come back and see if we can make this a one-possession game.
This offense has to get rolling.
About 7 yards on that carry. Backfields in an offset I formation. And he's tackled right away. Simple little play there, and it nets him enough yards for the first down.
You gotta love the short stuff. It moves the chains and it controls the clock.
Hands off to the back, but he finds a wall and he can't gain anything.
Wow, it's not often you see a safety making a play in the backfield like that.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a fourth linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up, take some chances downfield.
Caught and he's hit immediately.
Look out. If you're one-on-one in man coverage, you can't let your man beat you to the inside on a post route. That'll be a new set of downs every time.
Back to pass. Now he tries to buy some time. It's batted down, incomplete.
Hey, that's a heads-up play there by the defender. Get those hands up and something good may just happen.
That's the end of 3 quarters of play, and this one's a little tighter than the experts thought. Our score here at Sanford Stadium, Georgia 20, Kentucky 10. They line up in an I. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. A 2-yard run by the halfback. Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 45. Pulley is in the gun. 3 receivers split out. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Wow, not a smart pass.
He thought he could squeeze it in there. Yes.
Now the next time he does that, he better be ready to make a tackle. They'll pick him off if he's not careful.
Pulls it in, and he wants more. Tackle made around the 45-yard line.
Well, if there's one thing I learned in this game, it's to never count a team out. There's still enough time on this clock for these guys to come back and win this game.
I don't know how many more of those first downs they're going to be able to convert, though.
Swatted away, and that one probably should have been picked off.
Yeah, are you kidding me? There's a blanket around that receiver. Somebody else had to be open.
They line up in the shotgun. At about the 35. Nice little
I would
pitch and
try
catch
and
with a
establish a
wideout.
good
Quarterback
running
and
game
receivers
with this
spend a lot
play.
of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice, just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
Gets a snap, and he's in trouble. He's rolling left. And down he goes. Right around the 32-yard line. Pulley gets 3 yards on that scramble. Here's the 12th play of the drive. It's second down. Pulley back to throw. And he's brought down at the 1.
Don't go away yet. This game is not over.
Coach, this is just an incredible pass and catch for the huge gain. These guys will not go away lightly.
It is late in the game, but they have more than ample time to get 2 scores back on the board.
Nice run and a score by the halfback.
And a nice call by the
They'll try the point after.
So with that, we do make the comeback with Kentucky, get the touchdown, make it a 3-point game. And from this point on, I decided to let the computer play it out. Let the computer decide who wins this game. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter. So that was it for me. I didn't play anymore in this one. Just watch what happened here as Georgia and Kentucky look to fight to stay alive in the SEC tournament.
What are you thinking this late in the game?
I think it's pretty obvious they've got to keep the ball on the ground here. Take as much time off the clock as possible.
They do need to run the clock, but they can't be too conservative. There's enough time on the clock.
And in a close game like this, anything can happen.
So it's make or break time. Who's going to rise to the challenge? And guys, this is really a very critical turnover.
That was just a huge mistake. This late in the game, you just can't make mistakes like that, especially in a tight game like this one.
And now this offense has a chance to capitalize. A score here, and they can erase that deficit just like that.
He's tackled around the 23-yard line.
You know what? After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they went to the air again.
They line up in the shotgun. They'll bring him down at the 17-yard line.
They should continue to run the ball. If they keep this up, the defense will wear down very quickly.
And a new halfback checks into the game. Hands it to the back. There's a very impressive open field tackle. Dixon gets 3 yards on the play. 2 tight end set. Brought down at the 9-yard line. Dixon gains about 5 yards on the run. 3rd down on the 8-yard line. And they'll bring in the goal line set for this one. They go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short. They'll be short of the 1st down after that unsuccessful running play.
Nice job here by the defense of holding firm and forcing a 4th down.
This should be an easy field goal. And the field goal is good. And with that field goal, we are all tied up.
Yeah, that was a clutch field goal without a doubt.
And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Kentucky is ready to kick it away. Kicks it off. He's to the 10. And down he goes at the 27. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
I don't think it's going to be very easy to score on this defense. Now that this game is tied up, they look like they have a renewed sense of self-confidence.
And you know what I like to do against a confident defense? Go play action. Go the old 9 pattern down the field for a touchdown.
I formation here. Tosses it out. Tackle made right around the 32-yard line. Moreno gains around 5 yards on the toss play from scrimmage. 3rd and 5 situation. Ball on the 32-yard line. Here's a handoff, and he's brought down right away. The defense calls a timeout. 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Calls for the fair catch. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. Pulley is in the gun. 3 wide formation. Pulley set to go to the air. Throws it. Watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. There was not a soul open there.
He threw into double coverage because it was an obvious passing down, and the defense knew the pass was coming.
Congratulations to our Russell Athletic players of the game. Swings it left. He's got his fullback.
As long as they're making completions and positive yards when they go to the air, then it can't be too bad of a play.
But at least it was a simple play. The quarterback didn't try to force the issue there and risk a turnover.
Here's a screen pass. Gets it to the back. He dances around, but they're still able to bring him down. The defense calls a timeout. So they're going to try and determine exactly where the ball was when he went down.
Well, the booth must have seen something to want to review this one.
So the referee on the field agrees with the official upstairs, and they'll keep the ball marked at the original spot. So it's 4th down, and they're ready to punt this one away. Punts it away. It's been quite a game, fellas. We've got less than a minute left in the 4th quarter, and it's still a tie game.
I'm interested to see the strategy that this offense uses. Do you think we'll see some aggressive play calling, Kurt?
Absolutely. I know this coach, and I would be very surprised if he didn't come out firing on all cylinders.
The offense calls a timeout. Stafford is in the shotgun. 3 wide formation. Looks to pass. And they make the stop at about the 35. Good pitch and catch there on second down.
Yep, it was good enough to get him a first down. That's just a nice play.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Stafford lines up in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers. And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
Great pursuit there by the linebacker to make the sure tackle on this kid.
Flag down. This flag came from the umpire, and that means this is probably holding.
Holding on the offense.
He didn't even try to hide it there. That was a blatant holding call.
They'll call that every time.
They come out in a nickel. Here's the run. Got a hold. The 10. And he's all the way in for the touchdown.
What a huge touchdown. I can't believe that they're able to grab the lead with almost no time left on the clock.
That was a perfect lesson in clock management. They got into the end zone, and barring a small miracle, they will win this game.
He makes the PAT. So with very little time remaining here in the ball game, our score, Georgia 27, Kentucky 20. Georgia to kick. Here's the kick. Forward from the 10. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. It's now make it or break it time for this offense. They can make up the deficit right here. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
That's pretty impressive. Accuracy is important, but just as important is having receivers that can make plays.
So they'll have one last shot here to possibly tie this game up. They'll need their prayers to be answered if they don't want to lose this one. That tackle just sealed the deal. That's the end of the ball game, and our final score in this one, Georgia.
All right, so a pretty crazy finish to this game, but Georgia does come out on top. You can take a look at the updated brackets. You're going to see now Florida take on Vanderbilt and Missouri take on Georgia, and what I think is going to be a really, really good matchup. Really looking forward to playing that one. But on our next episode, we'll flip over to the SEC West. We'll play those first-round matchups: Texas A&M, Arkansas, LSU, Auburn, and Ole Miss versus Mississippi State. Let me know what you guys think about this series. Do you think this is going to be a fun idea? Do you want to see more of it? The more you want to see, the more videos I will do just like this. So please let me know. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the Sports Gaming 1 YouTube channel.